companies registering new or converted chauffeured private hire cars must hold on to their vehicles for at least 3 years. The Land Transport Authority says the previous flexibility to allow these vehicles to be sold for other purposes may lead to supply volatility. Now, the new rule is aimed at maintaining a stable vehicle supply for ride-hailing services.
Yeah, the issue has been that in recent years, we've actually had a very high run-up in COE prices. And what it has meant is from time to time, there may have been some vehicle fleet operators in the market who decided to buy some private hire vehicles thinking that they had this option of always selling them back to the private market if they couldn't find enough rental demand. This isn't a very good practice from the point of view of supply stability, because it means that those private hire vehicles could be in or out of the market at any point in time. You don't really know when, and it also contributes to COE volatility possibly as well. If you are a very large operator, your main consideration actually was how do you balance your capital between taxi fleets and between private hire fleets? And what has been happening in the last couple of years has been those operators have been choosing to downscale the taxi fleets, shift more to the ride-hailing fleets because of the flexibility. It's because when you get a taxi, you're locked in for the entire lifespan of the taxi. You cannot convert it to private use. If you made a mistake, that's it. But with the private hire fleets, there was a lot of flexibility. If you couldn't rent them out, you could try to sell them on the market for private cars. So that flexibility was really key, and it's why private hire fleets were expanding so rapidly and taxi fleets were, downscaling. So at the end of the day, they want to make money, and there are two sources of revenue. You rent out the private hire vehicle, or if rentals are flat, you try to sell it to a private consumer. And what's going on with this particular move is now we're just cutting off that option to sell it to a private consumer, at least within the first 3 years. So if you're expanding your fleet, you had better be sure that you think there's demand to rent it at least for 3 years or so.